electrons. That is normal. But aluminum is very unhappy because even after making 3 bonds, it has 6 electrons. It is running shortage of octet. So it tries to accept an electron pair from somebody. Now what happens if somebody is there to give electron pair? See, when you are hungry, you should eat some food. But you are hungry for 2 days. Now after 2 days, you saw a lot of food. Unknowingly, you try to eat more food than you require. You require, say, 2 morsels of food means if it is available, you take 4 to be on safe side. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, aluminum AlF3, if there are fluoride ions, it will try to combine with another 3 because it has orbitals. So it will try to give AlF6 3 minus ions where its covalency becomes 6. If there is any positive ion like potassium, it can make K3AlF6. Potassium hexafluoroaluminate. This ability to expand covalency beyond 4 is seen in elements from 3rd period onwards, which is not seen in elements of 2nd period. Are we very clear? Yes, sir. SiF6 is possible, but CF6 2 minus is not possible. CCl4 would not react with water. No. SiCl4 can react with water so that it tries to make SiOH 6 times. CCl4 khel khatam, not hydrolyzable. Are we very clear about this, sir? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
BCl3, if you put in water, maximum it can make 4 bonds. So it tries to make BOH taken 4 times. That's all. It can't go beyond that. Or simply all the Cls are replaced by 3OH. It gives BOH taken thrice, known as boric acid. Boric acid is an interesting acid. OH, 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 H3BO3. Normally, when you say sulfuric acid, H2SO4, its structure is like S double bond O, S double bond O, OH, OH. A H plus will get out of this and you get H plus ions due to dissociation of sulfuric acid. Any acid in principle dissociates to give H plus. Now, if anybody who is dissociating to give H plus, that is called acid. In Arrhenius definition, sir, about intermediate examination, I want to speak for 3 minutes after completing this idea. Please. Substances which undergo self-dissociation to H plus ions or Arrhenius. Arrhenius is a scientist. Acids. That is, if you take boric acid is not dissociating to give H plus. No. Suppose your friend asks you, please give me rupees 100 alone. Will you give to your friend X? X is your friend, he asks rupees 100 as loan. Will you give? Hello? Hello? One of your friend, for example, Laif Ahmad asks some Sufaiddin. Sufaiddin is being asked by Laif Ahmad, will you give me rupees 100? He is a friend. Will you give 100 rupees or not? Hello? Normally, friend will give yes. But there can
Yes,
be a
sir, he will
strange
give.
friend. You can have a strange friend. He will not give 100 rupees. But he will take a knife, show the knife to a passerby stranger. He will threaten the stranger, I will kill you if you don't give 100 rupees to lie. Who is my friend? So stranger is so scared of and gives 100. Notice, he has not given 100 from his pocket, but he made somebody to give because he is your friend. Do you accept this 100? Anybody who satisfies your needs is your friend. Your friend can satisfy your need from his pocket money, or he can loot somebody's pocket and give you. Both the ways he is friend only. Otherwise, if you have not asked him 100 rupees, you could have not threatened the stranger. Yes, you understand. See, our boric acid is that type. It won't give H plus by dissociation. Instead, it will take away OH minus from water and it will become BOH taken 4 times minus and generate H plus. So boric acid is not a protic acid. It is not giving protons by its own dissociation. Instead, it is a strange acid that takes away OH minus from water and force water to behave like acid. That is the reason why if you take solid boric acid, white powder, that is not a real acid. The moment if you put water, it will become weak acid. Hence, boric acid is such a weak acid. It is used to wash ice. Don't try to do yourself. Don't put anything in ice unless a doctor says. It is only for information. Here, whatever chemistry teacher says is to be taken for chemistry lesson only. Don't do practical on your body. Strictly, you should not put anything in your eyes unless there is an eye specialist recommending you. Okay? Hello. Are we
Yes,
very
sir.
clear? Simply,
Yes.
I'm saying boric acid is in pure form, added with water, used to clean ice. It is kept on open wounds. It is sold in medical shops as I forgot its name. What is this? Nabasulf. Yes, Nabasulf. Nabasulf is boric acid mixture. Okay. Mind you that boric acid is a weak acid used as a carom board powder. Boric acid is used as a mild antiseptic, and it is used to make borax B2O3, which is useful to identify metal ions in laboratory. When borax is heated with cobalt oxide, you will get cobalt metaborate, COBO2 taken twice, that has blue color. Different metals will give different colors. By heating them with borax and looking at the color, you can identify the metal ion. That is a different story. But our boric acid is a strange fellow. Okay, that's a point I want to say. Also, I want to say, boron nitride is called inorganic graphite. You know, graphite is a soft black material that marks on white paper used to make pencil leads. The graphite is used as a lubricant at high temperature. It is an electrode. Boron nitride is called inorganic graphite. Normally, graphite is made with carbon. Here, boron nitride, boron atomic number is 5, nitrogen atomic number is 7. If you take average, it is 12/26. On an average, it has same number of electrons like carbon, and it is called inorganic graphite. Please notice, SiC is called inorganic diamond. Also notice, B3N3H6, borazole is inorganic benzene. These are the 3 points I wanted to notice. Silicon carbide is used as an abrasive. You know what is an abrasive? An abrasive is a hard material on which you can sharpen your knives. To sharpen the tools, silicon carbide surface is used. Okay, sir. Our objective is to do 20 questions. Can we realize the objective, sir? If I can do 20 questions within the time before 12:30, do we have time up to 12:30? Hello?
Sir,
Hello?
no, sir, 12:15 class time, sir, maths class.
If I can close it before 12:29, I believe that I can train you for IIT mains. Otherwise, I am unfit. You have to set somebody. Let us try this, take this challenge. Come on. Okay, ready? I am sharing my screen. Yes, sir. Which one of the following elements is unable to form MF63 minus ions?
Boron.
Boron, being second period element, cannot make MF63 minus. The correct order of atomic radii in 13th group. In 13th group, there is a strangeness setting. Gallium. Gallium has inner d electrons. Because of their poor screening, the effective nuclear charge of gallium is more than that of aluminum, due to which gallium atomic radius is smaller than that of aluminum. Generally, down a group atomic radii increase, but here is an exception. The atomic radii of boron is less than gallium, gallium is less than aluminum, aluminum is less than indium, indium is less than thallium. Here, aluminum position is strange. It is not expected in other groups. Next question is, which of the following statement is correct? The question was not printed because this book has so many errors. It is one more error. Okay, third question was not printed. Question is, which of the following statements is correct? Notice, due to inert pair effect, Pb plus 2 will never lose 2 electrons. Instead, Pb plus 4 will try to get 2 electrons. Pb likes to be plus 2, not plus 4. So Pb plus 4 is a powerful electron gainer called oxidizing agent. Sn feels okay to be plus 4. It has no serious inert pair effect. So Sn plus 2 can lose 2 electrons, but Pb plus 2 never loses. Instead, Pb plus 4 is taking 2 electrons. So the correct statement is Sn plus 2 is a reducing agent that can lose 2 electrons. Pb plus 4 is a powerful oxidizing agent that can gain 2 electrons. Are we very clear about it, sir? Hello?
Sir.
Do we have any confusion on this idea?
No, sir.
Hello, please.
So 1 second, please.
I am telling you, sir, the 14th group elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. These 14th group elements try to make plus 4 state, CCl4,
Yes, sir.
SiCl4, GeCl4, so on. They try to make 4 bonds. But lead is not interested to make 4 bonds. If you forcefully make it Pb plus 4, it tries to become Pb plus 2 by gaining 2 electrons. Anybody who is gaining 2 electrons is called an oxidizing agent. Pb plus 4 is an oxidizing agent. It takes 2 electrons from others because what is called inert pair effect. Inert pair effect is there only in bottom elements. So Pb plus 4 is an oxidizing agent. If you look at Sn2 plus, Sn plus 2 will not bother to lose 2 more electrons to become Sn plus 4. Because it is okay for tin to be plus 4 like carbon, silicon, germanium. Only lead is not interested to be plus 4. Therefore, Sn plus 2 can lose 2 electrons, can act as a reducing agent. Pb plus 4 always tries to take 2 electrons, is an oxidizing agent. So statement 4 is right. Why it is showing inert pair effect means 6s electrons do not participate in bonding easily. That is called inert pair effect. Why boric acid is an acid? Boric acid H3BO3 is an acid not because it breaks to BOH plus ion. It is because it accepts OH minus for water, releasing proton. That's why it is a weak acid. Let us see question number 5. AlF3 is soluble in HF in presence of Kf. Why? If there are F minus ions, AlF3 tries to take 3 more F minus ions to become AlF6 3 minus. That AlF6 3 minus naturally takes 3K plus. K3 AlF6, potassium hexafluoroaluminate forms. Once potassium hexafluoroaluminate K3 AlF6 forms, that fellow breaks down to give K plus ions, AlF6 3 minus ions, which are soluble in water. So notice AlF3 is soluble in HF if there is Kf due to the formation of this complex where aluminum is expanding covalency. If you have boron, boron has no such sigma. If you take BF3, you will never get K3BF6 because boron is in second period. It can't make more than 4 bonds. Are we very clear about it, sir? Hello? 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 Are you there?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
you
sir.
don't respond, means I'll go back. That costs us time, man. You have to speak, you have to shout, no problem. In my class, I don't mind people talking to me. I love them, in fact, if they talk. Sir, are we very clear? Aluminum is able to expand its covalency because of empty d orbitals. AlF3 can easily make AlF6 3 minus. In fact, it gives K3 AlF6, which is soluble in water and HF. The stability of +1 state due to inert pair effect, even in 13th group, +3 state is becoming unstable in bottom thallium. As you go down, 13th group elements try to show +1 state more and more. The order of +1 state stability is, what is the answer, sir? Aluminum is less than, gallium is less than, indium is less than thallium. Thallium most readily shows +1 state. Notice 13th group +1 state is shown by thallium. 14th group +2 state is shown by lead, not +4. Which of the following structure is similar to graphite? Which is similar to graphite, sir?
Sir,
Hello?
BN.
Answer is Bn, which is known as inorganic graphite. Which of these is not a monomer for high molecular mass silicon polymers? What are silicon polymers? These are a type of materials with which you can make bottles, cups, etc. in different colors. This type of bottles, cups, etc. have different beautiful colors. They are soft. If you put it in acid or in a base, nothing happens to them. If you try to put it in fire, nothing happens to it. It is a non-conductor of electric current. It is not attacked by acids or bases or water, and it can withstand high temperature. Such beautiful non-toxic multicolored materials are called silicones. On silicones, I made one YouTube video. You can see that. Silicones are polymeric materials made from compounds called dialkyl silane. I think I talked to you about them. Did I talk to them about them?
Yes, sir.
I want to just touch that idea once again. Sir, when silicon is linked to two alkyl groups, or can be methyl, it can be ethyl, it can be propyl, it can be phenyl. Phenyl means this, C6H5, benzene minus hydrogen. It can be anything, sir. Butyl, pentyl, hexyl, heptyl, octyl, whatever. This is a carbon chain compound. And it is linked to two Cls. It is called dichloro dialkyl silane. Alkyl can be phenyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, isopropyl, isobutyl, so on. When this fellow reacts with water, that is called hydrolysis, Cl minus is replaced by OH minus. I get Si, OH. Let us use blue color for water. Yes, OH. The silicon carbon bond is not affected by water. Silicon chlorine bond is affected by water. This product is very strange that this type of molecules can repeatedly combine with themselves they can lose water. This side also it can lose water by combining with another such molecule. You will be getting a giant molecule like this. Notice that this can extend to any length. It is called a linear polymer called silicone. Sir, instead of taking this type of molecule, dialkyl dichlorosilane, suppose if you replace this R with the Cl, then this Cl is also replaced by OH on hydrolysis. In that case, the fellow, here the R is replaced by OH. Now, this extension, the chain can be extended not only in two directions now. Now, when it combines with repeatedly itself, the OH can combine even this side with other similar groups. Can you understand this, sir? It is extending this side. Not only this side, it can extend even downward. Yes or no? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello? You want me to show that or you understood?
Sir.
I'm showing you.
Understood, sir.
SiR, OH, 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 R, Si, OH, 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 R, Si, OH, 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 R, Si, OH, OH, OH. It can continue. Now what happens is, they can lose water. They are linked by SiO1. They can lose water SiO1. Here these two fellows are linked. Like that, it can get extended in three directions. It is called cross-linked silicone. Notice that if I start with dialkyl dichlorosilane, I got a linear polymer. If I start with alkyl trichlorosilane on hydrolysis, I got a branched silicone. Now, if I try to replace this R also with Cl, it is silicon tetrachloride. On hydrolysis, it readily gives ortho. You don't polymeric silicone. If you want to have polymeric silicone, the silicon should combine at least with one alkyl group. If there is one alkyl group or phenyl group or any allyl group, you will be getting branched silicone. If it has two alkyl groups, you will get a linear silicone. If you have three alkyl groups, this on reaction with water will give you what, sir? This on reaction with water give R groups, R Si bond is not affected on hydrolysis. Only SiCl become OH. This fellow, trialkyl silicon hydroxide, when heated, can combine with another such molecule only, which loses water to give a dimer. SiO, Si, R, 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 R. This is called dimer because only two molecules combine. It is not a polymer. Therefore, when you take alkyl silicon chlorides, the alkyls should be 2 or 3. If all the 4 are alkyl groups, there is no hydrolysis. If all the 4s are Cl groups, you get sand. So that is the rule. To make silicone, you should not take this because tetraalkylsilane, no reaction with water. You should not take this. Tetrachlorosilane on hydrolysis finally gives orthosilicic acid, which gives sand. If you want to make silicones, it should not have 4 alkyl groups, it should not have 4 chloro groups. At least it should have in between these two. That is 2 R groups, 2 Cls, or 1 R group, 3 Cls. Are we very clear, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Based on that, they are asking questions many times asked. We are looking at the question here. Which of the following is not a monomer for high molecular mass silicon polymer? To make high molecular mass silicon polymer, you should not take trimethyl silicon chloride. You get dimer. Silicates are the compounds which are made with SiO4 4- ions. SiO4 4- ion is called silicated tetrahedra. We discussed about this. It is a reminder for you. Sir, when silicon is combining with oxygen, each silicon can combine with 4 oxygens like this. Whenever oxygen is making one bond, it has SiO4 4- ions. That is called orthosilicate. Orthosilicate can also be written in 3 dimensions like this. It is one oxygen, it is another oxygen. It is the 4th oxygen lying above. It is called SiO4 4- tetrahedra. Angle between all these is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Sir, anything that has SiO4 4- ions is called orthosilicate. Mg2SiO4 is orthosilicate. Na4SiO4 is orthosilicate. NaAlSiO4 is orthosilicate because all they have SiO4 4- ions, which are neutralized by 4+ charges. Can you see that? Anything that has SiO4 4- is called orthosilicate. Now in the silicate, which I am drawing like this, if one corner is shared, it means one oxygen is shared between 2 SiO4s. It is SiO4. This oxygen is shared by 2 fellows. If one oxygen is shared by 2 fellows, notice that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus charge. Whenever oxygen is making only one bond, it has minus charge. If the oxygen is making 2 bonds, no charge. It is called Si2O7 6- ion. This is called as pyrosilicate. In a pyrosilicate, 2 SiO4 tetrahedra fuse together. Notice that pyrosilicate has Si2O7 6- ions. If they give you Al2Si2O7, what type of silicate it is? Your answer is what, sir? It is a pyrosilicate. Can you see? It is a pyrosilicate because it has Si2O7 6- ions. Next, in a silicate tetrahedra, if 2 corners are shared, how many corners are shared? How many?
2, 6.
Notice that this corner, two are shared from this. From this corner, two are shared. Whenever two corners are shared, you can get a ring silicate. If you carefully observe, these dots are silicons. There are 6 silicons. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oxygens in the ring, 12 oxygens outside. Notice it carries how much negative charge, sir? Can you see it really? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can see.
The ring silicate has Si6O8 12 minus ions. If you simplify it, it will be like SiO3 2 minus ions. In a ring silicate, how many corners are shared? Hello? How many corners are shared?
2.
Sir, 12 corners.
In a orthosilicate, no corner is shared. In a pyrosilicate, 1 corner is shared. In a ring silicate or a chain silicate, 2 corners are shared. How many are shared? How many are shared? 2 corners are shared. If you simply see, it is like Si2O64 minus or SiO3 2 minus. Whenever 2 corners are shared, it gets a formula SiO3 2 minus. Whenever 2 corners are shared, it can be a ring silicate like this, or it can be a linear silicate like this. Even in this, you can see 2 corners are shared. Can you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Silicates are the compounds which are made with silicon and oxygen. Normally, silicon combines with 4 oxygens. If simply it is like this, it is called orthosilicate. However, when one of the corner is shared, whenever one of the corner is shared, then it will be like Si2O7, 6 minus. If 2 corners are shared, then it will be like Si2O64 minus. If 3 corners are shared, suppose, if 3 corners are shared, there is a third corner being shared. It is like Si2O52 minus. Can you see that? If all the 4 corners are shared,
Si2O4.
it is like SiO2O4, which is having no charge, SiO2, which is called sand. The structures appear to be more complicated, but it is a simplification. If no corners are shared, orthosilicate, 1 corner is shared. Pyrosilicate, 2 corners are shared, either chain silicate or ring silicate. 3 corners are shared, sheet silicate. All the 4 corners are shared. It is 3-dimensional network. So there are so many types of silicates in the universe. This is we are studying in our 14th. So which of these, the basic structural unit of silicate is SiO4 4 minus. How this SiO4 4 minus is sharing corner makes many types of silicates. Which statement is wrong? Beryl is an example of cyclic silicate. True. Beryl means 3BeO dot Al2O3 dot 6SiO2. It is a ring silicate. It is an important green color precious stone. Beryl, I repeat, formula 3BeO dot Al2O3 dot 6SiO2. Beryl is an important green color expensive stone. Mg2SiO4 is orthosilicate, true, because it has SiO4 4 minus ions. Basic structural unit of silicates is SiO4 4 minus tetrahydride 2. Feldspars are not aluminum silicates is wrong because feldspar is aluminum silicate. It is saying a formula NaAlSiO4. Feldspar is very important constituent in zeolites. Name the two types of structure of silicates in which one oxygen atom is shared. If one of the oxygen atoms is shared, it can be what's a pyrosilicate. This is what? Pyrosilicate. Which of the following statement is wrong? Pure sodium metal dissolves in liquid ammonia to give blue solution. That's true because of solvated electrons. NaOH reacts with glass to give sodium silicate is true. Sodium silicate is called water-soluble glass. Aluminum reacts with NaOH to give Na3AlO3. You will never get aluminum hydroxide. Third statement is wrong. If there is water, you get NaAlO2. If there is no water, you get Na3AlO3. Third statement is wrong. NaHCO3 on heating gives Na2CO3 is true. Because sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 is made as a first product in Solvay process. 2 NaHCO3 on ignition gives Na2CO3 plus CO2. NaHCO3 is sodium bicarbonate, Na2CO3 is washing soda. Which of the following oxide is amphoteric? I made a quick shortcut sentence for you. Tin oxide is amphoteric. Please notice, CO2 is most acidic in these four. SiO2 is acidic. CaO is most basic. Always remember, in any group, top high oxide is most acidic. Right top high oxide.
Yes, sir.
In periodic table, right top high oxide is most acidic. Left bottom low oxide is most basic. Therefore, in this, CO2 is most acidic. CaO is most basic. SnO2 is amphoteric. Amphoteric means it is able to react with acids as well as with bases. Next question is, which one of the following molecular hydrates act as a Lewis acid? A Lewis acid is one which can accept a lone pair of electrons. 30th group chlorides and hydrates are Lewis acids. Answer is 3. The tendency of BF3, BCl3, BBr3 to act as Lewis acid. All these trihalides of boron are beggars of electrons. They are all Lewis acids. But BBr3 is best beggar. BBr3 is better Lewis acid than BCl3 than BF3. It is so because in BF3, both boron and fluorine are in the same period. Therefore, fluorine tries to give some electrons by back bonding. Only in BF3 there is back bonding because boron and fluorine atoms are similar size. This type of back bonding is serious when the sizes of boron and fluorine are similar. As the size of the atom like chlorine, bromine, iodine is increasing, back bonding will be difficult. Lewis acid strength will increase. So always remember BF3 is a weak Lewis acid. Straight chain polymer is formed by CH3 taken twice SiCl2. I already said dialkyl dichlorosilase make linear polymers. Which of the following oxidation states are most characteristic for lead? Lead characteristic oxidation state is +2, not +4, due to inert pair effect. Tin has no inert pair effect, so it can show +4. Answer is +2, +4. Which of the following anions is present in the chain structure of silicate? In chain silicates or in ring silicate, I said 2 corners are shared. When 2 corners are shared, what is the simple formula, sir? SiO3, 2 minus. Do you remember this, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Which of the following is the most basic oxide? Always remember, bottom low oxide is most basic. In all the elements they gave, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, boron, aluminum, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. In all these, bismuth oxide is most basic. Bottom low oxide is most basic. The correct order regarding the electronegativity of hybrid orbitals of carbon. Carbon can undergo sp3, sp2, sp hybridization. The higher is S character, more is electronegativity. Therefore, sp is more electronegative than sp2, sp2 is more electronegative than sp3. Which of the following statement? Okay, we have completed 20 questions, right? Hello, Sardi. Hello? Class on. Class, just 1 minute. Close chassis. 1 minute, I'll call you back. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So we successfully completed 20 questions, though a bit fast. Do you remember that these elements, which we said, SB anti-crawl gelatin. What is this, sir?
Sir, elements which make the amphoteric.
This is a code I gave for amphoteric oxides: arsenic oxide, beryllium oxide, antimony oxide, chromium oxide, aluminum oxide, zinc oxide, lead oxide, and tin oxide are amphoteric oxides. They can react with acids as well as with bases. This is a code I gave. Do you remember this?
Yes, sir.
As a honeybee, one auntie is crawling in gelatin. Today we talked about silicates, silicones, and expanded covalency of third period elements and boric acid, inorganic graphite, etc. We have definitely covered around 30-35 questions. I want you to read the NCERT book thoroughly and also exemplar problems before you face the exam. This week, I'm not going to give you any source books. You have to struggle yourself. You have to show your ability. Okay? These are the 20 questions in IIT Mains model, but I have not given the numericals. Numerical type questions can be like the number of corners shared in orthosilicate, 0. The number of corners shared in pyrosilicate, 1. The number of corners shared in chain silicate, 2. The number of corners shared in sheet silicate, 3. In pyrosilicate, general formula SiX OY Z minus. Sum of X plus Y plus Z is. All these are numerical type questions. I wish you all the best. Read the lesson thoroughly. And tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. Bye-bye. Definitely we can train ourselves for IIT JEE Mains because we reached the target. Congratulations. Happy? Hello?
Yes, sir.
All of you, are you happy or unhappy?
Happy, sir.
I
Happy,
want
sir.
you to be always happy, sir. Good luck. God bless you. Bye-bye.